Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my channel for another Heyday video. Now we are heading off to Alaska for this one because it's time for me to tell you all about the valley that's now in the game. Now I like the valley, or at least I like one of the valleys, but the one that we've got coming up is the Chicken Valley. Now this is not my favourite cup of tea. I really do not like this one because the token quantities are so low. Now as you drive around, you service the buildings, you get those tokens, you maybe get one of the lucky pigs, you get some rewards that way, and as you drive around you might find some of the chickens scattered in different locations. Now remember, the chickens start off very few and then they slowly increase as we work our way through the month. Collecting those chickens is the key thing because it allows you to get the three main rewards. As you drive around you'll be servicing the buildings, so build up your fuel, go to those buildings and get as many tokens as you can because that allows you to buy from the regular shop. Now for me, I like to build up my tokens so I can get one of the three main items. Now those items are down to you to pick and choose what you would like to have. You've got the diamonds, as you know. Some people like diamonds, they're very useful. They're not keen on the boosters, they're not keen on the deco, so this is a nice little option. Again, if you don't want to go for the diamonds, you can spend it on regular items within the shop, or you can wait and then build up your tokens again and actually go and get some of the boosters. Now boosters are good too because boosters allow you to actually do something special within the game, but that is not my choice either. I want this one, which is that wonderful deco. Now as I usually do in this part of the video, I tell you all about the deco, give you some nice little background story to it and some interesting information, and I got some really cool information for you this time. Now first of all, Alaska, where is it? Well, there it is on the map. I've gone to the internet, I said where is Alaska, and it tells me it's next to Canada and just as off to the side of Russia. Now Alaska itself seems to be a very interesting place, and I found out a lot of cool information about the actual decoration connected to Alaska. Now first of all, dog sleds. What is a dog sled? Now a dog sled is a sled that is pulled by sled dogs and can go over ice and snow. Really cool. Dog sleds were first made by First Nations people in Canada before the English and French got there, because they had no horses, so they used dogs to travel. Interesting indeed. Next slide. Now they were also made by people in Norway, Sweden, Finland and Russia, because it was also easier to travel with dogs in parts of those countries as well. Sounds interesting. Now I've been to Finland. I'd like to go to Sweden, I'd like to go to Russia, and I'd like to go to Norway. But what I'd like to do is to actually get on the back of a dog sled and be pulled. That would be fun indeed. Now racing dog sleds is a popular sport which a lot of people enjoy watching or actually going in the sleds to race. Like I said, I'd like to actually try this one out. It is more popular in places where there is not much horse racing. Now I like horse racing. I've been to the horse tracks many times indeed. Same as I've been to dog tracks as well. I've not actually been and watched a sled race, so I think I'd like to do that as well. Now, let's give you some history in relation to this one as well. Now, dog power has been used for hunting and travel for over 1,000 years. That's a long time. As far back as the 10th century BCE, these dogs have contributed to human culture. Cool. Assembling a dog sled team involves picking leader dogs, point dogs, swing dogs, and wheel dogs. I just thought they were dogs, but we've got many different kinds. Now, the lead dog is crucial, so mushers take particular care of these dogs. What's a musher? Another important detail is to have powerful wheel dogs to pull the sled out from the snow. Okay, interesting. I need more information. Point dogs optional are located behind the leader dogs, swing dogs between the point and wheel dogs, and team dogs are other dogs in between the wheel and the swing dogs and are selected for their endurance, strength and speed as part of the team. Still doesn't mean anything to me. What is a swing dog? What is a wheel dog? I'm really confused and I need more info. I really do. Now in dog sledding, Siberian Huskies or Alaskan Malamutes are the main types of dogs that are used for recreational sledding because of their strength and speed and endurance, as well as their ability to withstand the cold. I like cold weather, but I must admit my strength is not as good as these dogs. However, Alaskan Huskies, a mix between Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes, are also a popular dog for sled dog racing because of their endurance, good eating habits, speed and dedication to running even when tired. I think I could do this after all. I got good eating habits. Definitely. Right, sometimes for sprint races, mushers use short hair hounds that are faster than the average husky. These hounds are raised from a young age to pull. I don't think I could do this one. No, I'm not very good with sprinting. I got short hair, so I don't think I'd be a very good dog for this one. But let's find out more information about these. It's harder to train hounds than it is to train Siberian Huskies and Malamutes to pull a sled because it is not in their nature. It's not in my nature either. Training should start at around 6 months of age by pulling a small log behind them. I wonder if I could do that with my grandson. Tie a log behind him just to build up his strength so he can become strong at pulling things. Sled dogs, let's give you some information about this one. Some really cool information on this website, by the way. Sled dogs have been used in the Arctic for at least 9,000 years. Whoa. And were important for transportation in Arctic areas until the introduction of semi-trailer trucks, snowmobiles, and airplanes in the 20th century, hauling supplies in areas that were inaccessible by other methods. Now, I like snowmobiles. They're kind of cool to look at and watch. They were used with varying success in the exploration of both poles, as well as during the Alaskan Gold Rush. Sled dog teams delivered mail to rural communities in Alaska and northern Canada. Now, later in the video, I give you some movie names to actually check out as well, and I recommend all of the movies, by the way, because they are pretty good. Sled dogs today are still used by some rural communities, especially in areas of Alaska and Canada, and in much of Greenland. They are used for recreational purposes and racing events such as the Iditarod Trail and the Yukon Quest. I'll give you some more information about the Iditarod later, because that one's pretty interesting as well. In fact, I'm going to do that now. So Nome, Alaska and the Iditarod. In 1925, did you know there was a diphtheria outbreak in Nome, Alaska? There was not enough serum in Nome to treat the number of people infected by the disease. Therefore, the serum in Nana needed to be delivered, so 700 miles away, and it was inaccessible except by dog sled. A dog sled relay was set up by the villagers between Nana and Nome, and 20 teams, oh my God, worked together to relay the serum to Nome. The serum reached the Nome in 6 days. That's actually an interesting story. You should check it out on the internet. The website has more information as well, by the way, on this one. So definitely good to know. Right, the Iditarod Trail was established on the path between these two towns. It was known as the Iditarod Trail because at the time Iditarod was the largest town on the trail. During the 1940s, the trail fell into disuse. That's not so good. If it's in disuse, then it's not so traversable, so it needs to be fixed. So, in 1967, Dorothy Page, who was conducting Alaska's centennial celebration, ordered 14 kilometers, i.e. 9 miles of the trail to be cleared for a dog sled race. Dorothy, good on you. That was actually a nice thing to organize. So, 9 miles of the trail was cleared, so it's not all in disuse anymore. That's good news. In 1972, the U.S. Army performed a survey of the trail, and in 1973, the Iditarod was established by Joe Reddington Sr. The race was won by Dick Willimuth, who took 3 weeks to complete the race. Whoa! 3 weeks to complete that one. That's a long time. I wonder what the conditions were like. So the mod Iditarod is a 1,800 kilometer long endurance sled dog race. It usually lasts for 10 to 11 days, weather permitting. I need to find out some more information about that. I think you're going to love the links I'm going to give you later on this one. Right, next bit of information. What have we got down there? It says it begins with a ceremonial start in Anchorage, Alaska on the morning of the first Saturday in March. With mushers running 32 kilometers to Eagle River along the Alaskan Highway, giving spectators a chance to see the dogs and the mushers. I'm assuming then the mushers are the people that are standing on the back, so Greg in the case of the statue. But again, I need to find out more details. The teams are then loaded onto trucks and driven 48 kilometers, 30 miles to Wasilla for the official race start in the afternoon. The race ends when the last musher either drops out of the race or crosses the finish line in Nome. Okay, that's interesting. So they wait until everybody is done. The winner of the race receives a prize of $50,000. That's nice. Okay. Please donate that to my PayPal if you would like to. Right. It has been billed as the World Series of Mushing events and the last great race on Earth. I need to find some videos on this one. I think I'd like to watch that. Now, speaking of movies, I said I'm going to recommend some. So you've got Call of the Wild, very good. Balto, Snow Dogs, 8 Below, Sun Dogs, Snow Buddies, which is good fun to watch, and Togo. Now, some of these names I do recognize, Balto and Togo. They are very important dogs for certain things that they did in the past. Call of the Wild is a really good movie. 8 Below, I haven't yet watched, so I'm going to have to check that one out. Now, the website I went to is https://kidskiddle.co, and there's a few different pages down there. If you want your youngsters to learn more about this, and maybe even yourself find out some more details, come and check it out. It's a really good website for a lot of cool information. Now, this is Alaska. And this is the beautiful valley decoration. This one is going to be wonderful, I think, to add to the winter tundra, and I'm looking forward to getting this. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please do use content creator code REDNIGHT, R3DKNIGHT in the green box. Tell your friends about the valley, make them come and go for the decoration as well. There's other videos here to watch, please do so as well. Some nice information about the deco that's currently in the game over the next few days as well. You've also got the subscribe button. Click that, follow me, and you will be very happy indeed. But either way, bye now.